Mani, check out how uh, is the audio nice? Seriously? Uh, I'm not speaking. So how can you hear me when I'm not speaking? Hello, my girl. Can you hear me, man? Hello? Hello, guys. Welcome to our live today. Can you hear me nicely? Is my voice audible? Can you hear me nicely? Welcome. Can you hear me, please? Wow, that's nice. Felix, yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you so much, guys. Um, so into today's live, I think we have about three things that we want to talk about. The first one is that what we always do. Okay, we have something new. I'm gonna share with you a strategy that I used in Crash 500, which is the first thing that we're gonna do. Then the next one, um, I'm gonna be good morning, guys. Adamu, how are you, Mr. Adamu? The next one will be what we always do. We wanna analyze these markets. Maybe we can pick two. Then the third one, I also wanna go. I wanna take you through the um, signals that I gave to this week in our free groups and also in our VIP groups. I think those are the first two things that we want to do. We want to do the first thing. We'll go through the analysis that we did this week, and then after that, we'll also go through the a new a strategy that I used in Crash 1000, which can be very effective when you're trading derived synthetic indices. This one is very very powerful, very easy, the easiest. I think it's one of the easiest strategies that you can use to trade. So I'm gonna share with you a strategy that I used, and the results are there. And then we'll go and analyze probably boom. Then we'll also look at one volatility. Then we're done. And today I'm happy to announce that it's my son's birthday. He has turned one. I'll share with you a very special story about his life. Why am I announcing this? And why am I so happy to let you guys know what took place in my life? This is very, very special. So please stay tuned. I think at the end of the session, I'll share with you a very, very special story about this boy. It's very, very uplifting. If you think God doesn't answer prayers, think twice. So, welcome. Feel free. Let me just wait for more people to join so that we can start our live. Um, let's just chat and see what you guys want us to. Which asset do you think we should look at today? I think we shouldn't repeat those that we have analyzed. I think we did 75, VIX 75. So I think we should look at something new, try to suggest new markets so that we can analyze and see what will be taking place. And there is something very special that is taking place in Boom 1000. If I have chance, I'll go through that. So let's just wait for more people to join so that we can start with the live. Uh, yes. He's a boy. He's a boy. We have a girl. Yes. I have two children. I have a girl. The first one is a girl, and the next one is a boy. The boy has just turned one today. It's a very very special moment, event to our family because that boy really means a lot to us. So I will share with you. Thank you so much. Live long and prosper in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Adama. He has turned one. He's a boy. His name is Anashe. It's his birthday. I'll give you an opportunity. I think you've never seen him. That one is very, very quiet. It's different from the girl. The girl, well, talks too much. And I think I've once seen him in our live. Okay, so what are we going to be talking about today, guys? Let me know what you think about the analysis that we did last time. Was it helpful? And I'm always after your feedback so that I improve in how I deliver these lives so that it can be benefit to you guys and we can learn something new. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I want you guys to talk. Yes, today I'm in the spirit of giving since it's my son's birthday. But we are also, as a family, we also work. We are also um, open for what? For presents. If you wanna bless my son, I think he's still playing there. I'll let you see him. He has a very very touching story. We thought that he was never going to live. He couldn't breathe. Even now, he still has some minor complications, but we believe that God healed him. But he couldn't breathe. He was in the hospital for 2 months. He almost died. I think four times. He escaped death 4 times. I'll share with you this some of these stories, guys. Okay. Okay. So let's just wait for more people to join as we go live. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing today. So I'm gonna start with an amazing strategy that I'm gonna share with you guys. We have an amazing strategy. So before we go to the strategy, I wanna take you through the analysis that we did. So like what I said, we have our VIP group. Please, if you really wanna make money and you're struggling and you wanna learn, because what I do is this: I don't just give analysis. If you're someone who's smart, I also explain the strategies that I'm gonna be implementing. I also explain how I was able to give the signal. Why are we selling? Why are we buying? Because in most signals group, they don't do that. They just give you buy, volatility 75, sell, crash, but you don't get to understand why we are buying, and you don't learn from that. You buy, you make money, and that's it. That's not enough, because at the end of the day, as a trader, you must be independent. That's the most important thing. You must be independent. So signals are good. It helps you to grow. At the same time, you're making money, which is very important. But the most important thing is that you must be independent. You must be independent. That's the most important thing. You must be independent as a trader. So you learn from the signals that I give. You'll be in a position to learn. So I want to take you through the signals that we gave this week. And we had the privilege of, I think, from Wednesday, Thursday, we stopped, I think, Friday. I was giving signals live. Those who are in my free channel, they can testify. A lot of people were making money. I remember there was this guy who took $10 to $70. It was just amazing from one trade. Imagine, it was only from one trade, and the trade wasn't even complete. I think the trade took about 2 days, but that guy was able to make. I think in a few minutes he was able to make a lot of money. There were a lot of testimonies. People were inboxing me, thanking me that the signals were very helpful, and in terms of the number in our VIP groups, it also grew. And those who are in my VIP, they can testify of the quality of services that we offer in this channel. So I don't just do this live, I also do it what am I trying to say? Okay, we also do it. So I want to take you through some of the signals that we gave on this week in our VIP group. So I think that's the most important thing, so that you see what I'm sharing with you guys is what I practice, and what I practice is actually what working. These things are working. So the first signal, I think this was for volatility 100. This signal was amazing. And if you check what happened in volatility 100 from these signals, it was amazing. You can see this was the before signal, and with volatility 100, I think this one was amazing because immediately when I gave the signal, it just reversed. It just reversed. You can see this was okay. Let me try to enlarge it so that you guys can see nicely. Okay, so this was the signal that I gave in the free group. Most of you guys are in the free group, and look at how it dropped and hit our stop loss. And from there, volatility 75 has been just dropping. It dropped and passed this level that you see here. So this was our first signal that we gave, and it ended up in profit. A lot of people were able to make money. So the analysis, what I'm sharing with you guys is powerful. Okay, this one must be the last. Okay, the next one was VIX 75 1S. I think this one was the one that we gave. So with this one, what happened is this. I think we gave the signal here when the market showed signs that it was about to drop. Then immediately started to move against us. And it almost, if you check on our, I remember there was a person who was asking me that is it still worthy holding the trade in volatility 75 years? Then I said hold as long as the stop loss has not been what reached. And we can see it moved here, but the moment that I saw that there was a shooting star on this order block, I know that the market was going to reverse. And imagine this is a 4-hour chart. Just imagine 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. It took us about 10 hours holding this trade. And imagine if you were going to hold this whole trade and you're going to reach the TP, you're going to be in a lot of profit. So that was the another signal that we sent in our free group. Okay, this one must be the last because it was sweet. I want to explain what I did there. Then the next one was this one. Oh, this one was nice. It was crash 1000, and I gave the signal. Now the moment that I think for about 10 or 15 minutes we in profit, then I gave the signal. Then immediately there was a spike. But as you can see here, this is when I gave the signal. We immediately hit by a spike, and a lot of guys were afraid. Then I said, guys, chill. This is going to move according to our plan. And if you can see what happened to crash 1000, I think it was yesterday. It moved up crazily, in a crazy fashion. Okay, so then immediately the market started to move. This bar, the same bar, because this is in a 1-hour chart, it ended up in a hammer. It was a hammer candle. Then I said, guys, just chew. This market is going to move up. Then it moved up. When it reached our first, I think it reached about 2 take profits. Then immediately it reversed and came back to this position, and then it started to move up. Then from here, if you check what happens in crash 1000, it moved up. I think it passed all these levels. This high, it also created a new high. So here we had the high, and this was a high low. The market created the high low. Then it went up, broke above this level, and then I think we will go through these signals. Then it went up and created a new high. I think when I checked the chart yesterday, the market was still moving up. Okay, so that was the next strategy. And if you check my analysis, they're not that complicated. I start from market structure so that I get my directional bias. Then I go to smart money when I will be implementing my order blocks and what. Then basically that's what I do, and it works. I just wanted to give you people a taste of how you can implement smart money concept. Although it's not that effective, but it works in boom and crash. It can also work in boom and, your analysis will be on point. It also works somewhat in boom and crash. And you can see this is evidence that smart money actually worked. There was an order block, and the market respected that order block and was able to move up. If you check what happened, I'm telling you guys, the market then moved up. Then this was which asset was it? This okay, it was step. When was this? Okay, this was step index, and it dropped in a crazy fashion. You can see it was step index dropped from this order block, and then came down. So smart money concept works. This is amazing. Okay, I had this crazy. So I don't just use ICT. I know a lot. I've invested in myself. I also know price action. I'm very good at when it comes to price action. So there was some. It was like a falling wedge. Initially, yes, it was a falling wedge, and this is the signal that I gave. The market came back and respected this trend line, and then it went up. And from there, we had a breakout. You see, this is what happened. The market came down, came close to the trend line, and went up. And then from here, the market was able to break. I will show you some of these things. I think it will be very good for me to share with you what is currently happening when we gave this. So this was the signal. Imagine selling from this position, and you came down. This was a 1 hour chart, and then you came down to this, and you're able to buy and reach this. These are the signals that I give in my VIP group. Okay, I think this is done. So I want to take you through this one, the one that we gave. Where is it? It's hiding on crash 1000. Where is it? So if you're in my VIP group or you're in my Telegram free group, please, you can write your experiences so that you can motivate others so that they can be part of this amazing journey. Okay, I gave this signal. It was just crazy. Very, very crazy. So what happened is this. I noticed that there was a head and shoulder, but when we didn't take advantage of this head and shoulder. In the market, there was a breakout. So like what I always teach in my mentorship classes, we don't trade the breakout. Yes, we're going to make money because here when the market broke from this neckline, the support level that we had here, the market came down. But with me, what I always teach whenever there is a head and shoulder is that we trade a retest. We always trade a retest, and the retest came. And what we have here, it was a support level. And again, at the same time, when I used, this is the strategy that I'm gonna first of all explain. This is if you're struggling, you wanna trade on higher time frames, and you wanna make more money. What I've seen is that most people normally focus on 1 minute time frame. You make money, you lose money, but when it comes to consistently making profits, and you want to make more profits with small capital, you must stick to money. Water, please, can I have water? You must stick to higher time frames. Hold the trade for a very long time. I'm telling you, this was a signal that I gave in the VIP group. Wow, it was just amazing. A lot of people were able to benefit from this. So when the retest came, I used my Fibonacci, which is a strategy that I'm going to be using today. I'm going to share with you how to use the Fibonacci when you're trading derivative synthetic indices. It works in all asset, be it volatility, be it step index, be it, yes, in step is very, very effective, be it boom and crash. This strategy works, especially when you go to the high time frame and you have your directional bias in the right way. I'm telling you, you will not miss it. I will tell you the steps, a step-by-step approach that you need to use. This is what we're gonna do today. I think just analyzing is not enough. Let me help you guys to I want to share with you guys how you can trade on your own. You mustn't only rely on, because I know that most of you guys, when it comes to analysis, you're just waiting. You don't mind the direction. Okay, the market is gonna move there, then you buy and what. Yes, it can help you, but what I want to do today, sorry, so what I want to do today is that I want to share with you a strategy that works when you're trading all derivative synthetic indices. This one is very, very powerful, which is the strategy that I used to catch this strategy. So let me just check what people are saying in the comment section, and if everything is moving smoothly. Okay, good morning everyone. TBOWC Felix, the lives are good. Thanks so much. I thank God so much for the life of your baby. Thank you guys. I need your prayers. He is very, very special. Thank you so much, Felix. May Jehovah Almighty continue to keep him. He will grow to make you happy. Thank you so much, Felix. Then Felix also said, can we check volatility 75 1s? I love the pay and how to catch spikes. Guys, when it comes to booming crash and catching spikes, that one is easy. That one is easy. And I'm gonna share with you a two. It's just that I'm busy. I wanted to make this video, I think 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, but I haven't made a video on that. But we have a tool that can help you to catch spikes, especially when you're catching the big movements. You're on 1 hour, 4 hours. You wanna catch the big. You don't just wanna catch spikes. You wanna catch. You wanna buy for long. Okay. Good morning. Yes, that's what I was trying to address. You see, you think that um, lebasili, lebasili. Okay, that's what I was trying to address. You think that your account is too small, and you must stick to 1 minute and 5 minutes. I think that's wrong. That's what I think it's wrong because I remember a friend of mine with that crash trade. He was able to take his account from a very small amount, and it actually grew above even $100. So with that $10, if you have your $10 and you catch these setups, I remember it was crash. I'll tell you some of the secrets how you can. Okay, this has always been one of my desire. I think I remember. I think I was telling people um, in my free group that I was able to grow $2. How was I able to grow $2? It's just crazy. It was because of I was able to catch a movement and I was able to stay in that trade for a very long time. And I was able to from there the account grew and I was that's what I do. I spend a lot of time um show boom 1000. Okay, it's fine. I'll do that. But I want to explain something. If you have a small account, be in a position to catch big movements. You just take 2 or 3 candles and you move out. You are just waiting for one spike to catch you and you are gone. So you need to stay. Yes, I would definitely do that. Abdullah, I would definitely do that. I will also analyze boom 1000. So you must be in a trade for a very long time and you must be able to catch those big movements. If you just take 3 5 candles and you move out, it's not gonna work. Be in a position and be willing to take the risk of holding a trade maybe for 10 hours or for the rest of the day. I'm telling you that $2, that $10, that $15. With me, I don't deposit a lot of money. You'll be shocked. I can even deposit. I think when I'm depositing money, I think the highest that I normally do is that I normally put 25, and my aim is to grow that $25. So when it reaches maybe 300, I withdraw and I deposit another 25. That's how I've been able to survive. It reaches 500, it reaches 300, I withdraw. I don't deposit crazy, man. I've heard people saying that I've lost thousands. Don't do that. Master your skills, and this has always been my passion. That I need to, because at the end of the day, you must check how much are you putting in and how much are you getting from whatever that you're doing. You must treat trading as a business. You must treat trading. If you see that you're losing too much, sit down, take time not to deposit, analyze how you're losing, because you can't deposit thousands. That's how people lose money, and that's how Deriv makes a lot of money. Your target must be to grow a small account, grow it, withdraw, deposit another 25, grow it and deposit small, withdraw big. If you do that, I think you'll be smiling. So what I normally want to teach on this channel is how best we can grow. That's what I do. That's what I'm always doing. That's what I know best, of how you can grow a small account and make money from that. I think that what actually works, because I've gone through different phases. I remember I used to deposit a lot of money and I would just lose it. But if you've mastered the skill of trading and you're now in a position to know what exactly you're doing, even with a $2, I'm telling you, last week, but someone might be asking, how is that possible that you were able to deposit $2? I didn't deposit $2. I think that day I didn't have money. I made a withdrawal and I didn't want to trade. But I saw a very nice setup, and that day it was my wife who was trading. Then I said, I think he had, $13. So he's been struggling with that $13 for about $2. Then I said, give me that account. Then I was able to grow that $13 to about $60. Then I said, you see, it's very easy. I wanted to show you something. Then from there she said, you know what? I'm gonna give you $15 since you traded my account. Then I said it's fine. Then I took the $15. Then then that day we that volatility 75 1S, when we gave the signal, it was on a 1 hour chart. It moved against us and it took out my trades until I was left with $2. So when I was now left with $2, I then started to trade the same VIX 75. Then I started trading it. 75 1S is one of when I was checking it's one of my best friends. 75 volatility 75 1S. So when I was checking my history and my analytics for when I started trading, I've discovered that I've made so much money in volatility 75 1S. So you can grow even a 70 cents account with that one. So I just went there and I started growing that account. You can see, I will share with you if I have time today. I don't think I'll be able to create videos and do what I want to share with you guys, that how I was able to grow a $2 account to almost $100. It's very possible. That's what I do, growing small accounts. So then the account grew to 100 and something. Then that was it. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, I want to take you through okay, what are people saying here? Okay, we understand something, so I have to look for good position I can hold that $2. Exactly, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Even with that small amount, look for a good setup. I think with trading, this game relies on good analysis. Good analysis. If you can analyze your stuff properly, you'll be able to make money. Lot size for booming crash. Okay, listen. Even if I'm going to share with you good setup, good strategies, if when it comes to risk management, if you do not have proper and good risk management, that is in vain. You end up blowing and losing your account. So you must, at the end of the day, have good setup. So let me quickly share with you guys this strategy. So if you join my mentorship, okay, so I encourage you guys, if you're struggling, I encourage you to join our VIP groups where I give quality signals. I'm telling you, I think in this life there must be someone who is in our VIP, or someone who wants to join our VIP. I want you guys to testify of the services that we give in our VIP group. So I gave this signal. So like what I explained, we had a head and shoulder and we had a breakout and this retest. That's where our attention is on. Okay, what's happening? So I want to give you one of the easiest ways that you can trade using this strategy. Okay, let me just delete everything that is there on the chart and I will show you how I was able to take this trade. You see, it's even dropping. It's still dropping. It hit our target profit was here and now there's still a continuation. Okay, so let me take you through. I want to delete everything and share with you this strategy. I think I shared with you, was I talking? Okay, it wasn't, I was talking about pin bar. I think when it comes to pin bar, if you really want to understand about pin bars, there's a separate video on my channel, how to trade using the pin bar. That's where I shared this strategy, but it wasn't an independent strategy. But those who have joined, who have been part of my mentorship, they know how to use the Fibonacci. I think that's what we're gonna first of all talk about, and then I'll tell you the secrets how you can make money in these markets using that. Okay, list all, delete. Let me just delete everything. So our target is not on the chart pattern, it's on how we trade retracement. So one of the most important things, I think the market is gonna drop until it reaches here. One of the most important thing is this, and those who have been part of my mentorship, they know that. So the first thing that you need to do is this: you have to make sure that you are very accurate when it comes to your directional bias, your market structure. This is the first. I think those who have been, those who have been part of our this life for a long time, you now understand that the first thing that I do, I go to higher time frame H4 daily, and I do my um, market structure there. Why? I need to know if I'm going to buy or sell. I think those who've been part of my mentorship, we say that before you take a trade, you must know, am I going to buy or am I going to sell? How do you know if you're going? I think that's the first course that we offer when we are having our mentorship. We talk about market structure, and if you now understand the market structure, you know when to buy, you know when to sell, because you now have your directional bias. If you're going to enter crash, boom, volatility, you know what you're going to be looking for. I'm gonna be looking for buying opportunities, or I'm gonna be looking for selling opportunities. So that's the first thing that you do. So you need to get that straight. So I knew that I was going to sell this market during this period, and then I came to the 1 hour time frame. So we have a special tool which is also there on your phone, which we call the Fibonacci retracement tool. I think it's on objects. Yeah, object, the Fibonacci. So the Fibonacci Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, this one, we need the Fibonacci retracement tool. This is the tool that we need. Okay, let me just, so this is the tool. So with me, these are the settings. This is what I use. So I'm gonna share with you which is the Fibonacci golden zone trading strategy. I wanna share with you what is this thing doing. Let me just minimize this, the notifications. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you. So with, you see, my Fibonacci is a little bit different from the Fibonacci, the original Fibonacci. So let me take you through the settings before I start explaining. So yes, the line will be having, the style of the line will be red, and we go to the level, which is the most important part of this analysis. On the levels, we only have these levels. I've removed some of the levels. I think you can see it. I'm trying to enlarge this, but I don't know why I can't do that. So I have purple as my style on the levels. Then we have level 0, and we have level 50, 0.5, which is 50. The description is 50.0. Then we also have what, level 0.61. I'm not gonna do. So that means I removed some of the things. Okay, let me just do it because it will be confusing. Sorry, guys. Okay, so it will be like this. So I changed the color to purple. This is the purple. Then I removed level 23.6. I removed level 38.2. Then I removed levels, these ones. I removed all these levels. Then I was left with 100. So this is what I was left with. So we only have level 0, level 100, levels 50.0, and level 61.8. Those are the levels that we have. Then you click done. You end up having what we have here. So what we are focusing on higher time frames, be it H1, yeah, 30 minutes can also work. But I normally use it on what? H1. I wanna share with you how I use it. I use it on H1. Then what I want is this: the Fibonacci retracement tool is used one in a trending market. So we have a non-trending market where the market is consolidating or ranging between 2 points, probably when we have support and resistance. This is where the mistake comes in. I'm teaching you about this strategy. The first thing that I talked about is the directional bias. The directional bias allows you to know if the market is trending or not, or it's non-trending. So don't use it when the market is non-trending. When we say the market is non-trending, it's a consolidating market. It's a ranging market. The market doesn't have direction. You should never use this strategy. You want to use it when the market is having an uptrend. During an uptrend, we have a series of high lows and high highs. During a downtrend, we have a series of low highs and low lows. So you must be in a position. I think from my analysis, I normally write that. I know it's boring to identify high highs and high lows, but it's very, very important. It makes you know what is taking place. So once you now know what you're going to be looking for. So for me, I was looking for a selling opportunities, because I like selling crash and buying booms, because it's very very fast. It's very very fast. Selling boom and buying crash. That's what I like. You see, this is golden, guys. This is. I think this will help you. I wanna start. I think we'll look for multiple examples. I'm happy that here we had a nice. So you don't understand about order blocks. Okay, when it comes to ICT is a lot of stuff. A lot. Span money concept is a little bit challenging to understand. But this is the easiest. You don't need. You only have two things: your Fibonacci and your signals, which we're gonna share today. I think we have about different types of signals that we can look at, and about 3 signals that will help you to enter the market. So what you do is this. Assuming that I've checked my directional bias and I'm looking for a selling opportunities, what I want is to see the market giving me the following. The market should come down, and when I see that the market is now retracing, we'll go back to the example that I gave you, but I want to show you how best you can use this tool. So the market came down. Let me use black so that we can see what is taking place here. Guys, this is the easiest. With me, I think this is my trademark. I try to look for easy things that can help you to make money. So the market came down like this. So what you're looking for, you know that when the market is moving, we have the impulsive wave and the correctional wave. So this was the impulsion, this move that we had here when the market came down. So we want to trade this downtrend when this correctional wave is over. So we have a pullback. So this retracement too helps you to know when exactly is this retracement going to end and when are you going to enter the market. So this retracement came down. So you can see we only have two what? We only have so because of the fact that these days I'm becoming busy. So if you join these lives, I'll be sharing the strategies here, which is very good because you can also ask questions. So I think if I share my strategies, I know that it will not attract a little because they will be very long. You will not get a lot of views, but I think it will be very helpful for those who will be joining this live. So what you want is to wait for the pullback, and you want to know when this retracement, this is what we call a retracement or a correctional wave, when the market is making a pullback, because in actual business sense, you buy. It's also, you see, this when you're using price action and you go back to ICT, you understand it better, because above the 50, that's where you have your premium, and that's where you're starting to look for selling opportunities. So in business, you buy when it's low and you sell when it's high. So that's what you want to do. You want to sell. So if you see the market moving down, this was one of my mistakes that I made when I started trading. I see the market is moving down, then I said, let me jump into the trade. You lose your money. So in this strategy, it helps you to what? To wait for the market to move up so that you can sell when the price is high. So it teaches you to be patient. You wait for the market. If it's moving down, fine. You've missed that impulsive way. So you're now waiting for the price to retrace and give you a good entry. Because what happens is this: although the market is very clear that it's coming down, you sell here, then immediately you see the price moving against you. But the price is obviously in a downtrend. Then you ask yourself, why is derivative manipulating the market? Or why is it I'm always losing? It is because of these simple things. So you need to wait for the market to retrace. If you've missed an opportunity, just wait for a perfect time to enter. So this retracement tool now helps you to what? To know the perfect entry point. So we are going to enter when the market reaches our Fibonacci golden zone. Let me just see if I can use gold, but this is the Fibonacci golden. Is this gold? This one gold. Exactly. So we want the market to come to our Fibonacci golden zone, which is the 50 and 61.8 level. So basically that's how you trade using this. And then so the Fibonacci retrace. So you can do this with your phone. You can do this with your phone. So what you're waiting for once the market gets to your zone is the following. So now you've noticed that the market is now retracing. Then you wait. You use your Fibonacci. And how do you use your Fibonacci? I think that's a very good question now. When you take your Fibonacci, so with me, I put my Fibonacci here because I'm always using it. then you stretch it from the high, because you're selling. You start from the high, you see here. Okay, let me just do it slowly, because I know that there are some people who are learning how to trade. Guys, if I had this information when I started trading, I was going to be very, very good. But unfortunately, you start from the high, so you'll be having a swing high and a swing low, and then you come to your low. Then when you come to your low here, you stretch it to your right, and you make sure that the line is on this low. This is the low that I'm talking about. So you stretch it from the high, this is the high, and to your low. You see, high to your low, and then you wait for the market to make a retracement. This is the retracement, or a pullback, or a correctional move, which is this level. The market then came to this level. Then you're waiting as the market reaches 61.8. Another common mistake that people then make is this: they now know that the market is going to retrace. DC was talking about it. I've seen it on YouTube. It works. Don't trade blindly. What I mean is this: you should wait. Once the market gets to your level, you need a signal. How do you get the signal? I'm going to share with you some of the tricks and some of the ways that I trade. So those who have been part of our mentorship, we talk about candlesticks, and I'm going to share with you part of our mentorship. Where's the candlestick? I recently changed my laptop, so I can't locate some of the things. Where's this candlesticks? Do I have a PDF? I think it's in my old laptop, but I don't have anything here. So we have a pin bar. I'll teach you while you see what is there. That's the quickest way to learn. So the price has reached our golden zone, which is this one. For now, I'm gonna remove it because I want you guys to focus on something. So once the market is on our Fibonacci retracement zone, this is the zone. We are going to be looking for two things. One, we can look for a pin bar. What is a pin bar? Okay, I have a very good video. You go and check it on my channel, how to trade using a pin bar. Let me show you where it is. Guys, that one I nailed it. There are times when you're done and you listen to what you're saying and you just smile and you know that you did a very good job. That one, I think, if you go on YouTube, I think there are few people who have managed to explain how I explained that video. I really nailed it. I'll be explaining the psychology behind the pin bar, the features, what are the characteristics that you use when you're looking for a pin bar. Okay, we're talking about the pin bar. You just write pin, then bar, then the strategy comes. This is the video, guys. Pin bar strategy. So this is my video, and you will see I've noticed something. Some of the things that are very helpful. Look at the lives that we have. These lives are very, very, very helpful. Look at the people who are watching this. A few. We get hundreds. We don't get thousands. And some of the things that I know that personally works. You see, this video, I dropped it 6 months ago, but it only has 698 views. These content, these special contents, is very, very helpful. If you listen to this video and what I was saying in this video, you'll be amazed. Go and check it out. Let me just say it in my group. Please listen to this video. But I'm gonna make a quick I'll make a quick this is the video that you need to watch. So if you join our Telegram group and also our Telegram group and also our WhatsApp group, we also have a WhatsApp group. Our Telegram and WhatsApp groups are there. You can join. You have access to this video. Maybe you have a problem when it comes to maybe it's difficult. Okay, pin bar, I shared it in the WhatsApp and the Telegram. So this is the video that you need to watch. I think I didn't share it in this group, but I'm gonna quickly explain the characteristics the key features of how not every candle that is a week is a pin bar, because we also have a doji. So our focus is on this because this was our signal. If you check the markets, I don't want to make this one long, this live long. If you check whenever they sorry, if you check in most cases when the market is reversing, at most in most reversal points you have this candle. This candle is what we call a pin bar. Okay, let me just show you what I'm talking about. And it also works in boom and crash. In most cases when the market is reversing, you see, do you see this candle? This is the pin bar. In most, it is regarded as a reversal simple candle. We have complex candle, and also have these simple candles. So this one, you see, whenever the market is reversing, there will be a pin bar. I think this will help you to open your eyes and see what I'm saying. You see, a lot of these, whenever the market is reversing, you have this type of candle, which is a pin bar. And in that video, I explain about the psychology behind the pin bar. Why is it in most cases when there is an appearance of a pin bar, the market tends to reverse? You see here, so you must watch that video. You see, in most cases when the market is reversing, the market will always, they will, not in most cases, not in all the cases, but in most cases, because we also have another one which we're gonna talk about, which is the what. You see, whenever the market is reversing, be it, so what I'm sharing with you guys can work in stock, in the stock market. It can also work in currencies. It can also work when you're trading cryptocurrency. So this strategy, this is a universal strategy. You can use it in volatility jump, you can use it in step, you can also use it in crash. It works in all markets. So this candle is regarded as the most powerful reversal candle, which is the pin bar. So when there is an appearance of a pin bar, the market tends to move in the opposite direction. You see, we had a retracement. Oh, did I come to the correct position? No. Okay, we are talking about that position. Okay, this one. So whenever the market is retracing, like what happened here, the market will always give you this candle, which is going to be your entry trigger, or the signal that will help you to jump into the market. And in that video, yeah. So in that video, I explained how you can trade using the pin bar. Then, so with the pin bar, one, it is a long wick. The wick must be at least 3 times the size of the body. So this is the body, this is the wick. The wick must be long. It must be at least 3 times. Then the body, we have the body. So we compare the length of the body and the length. Hello, sister. We compare the length of the wick and the length of the body. You can see the body is the length of the wick. This one is called the wick, like the candles that we normally use when there's no electricity. Long back. Now we have solar lights and what. So we have the wick, then we have the body, then we have the upper wick and the lower wick. So the upper wick here must be 3 times the body of the candle. What we're trying to say is that the wick must be big. Then also this this lower wick, the wick at the bottom, the body of the candle must be bigger than this wick. That's how you know. Sorry. So that's how you know that this is a pin bar. So we have explained how a pin bar looks like and how we can trade using a pin bar. So the market comes here and you can see it tried to pass this level. So why are these levels so important? They act like our traditional support and resistance levels. So you can see the market came the first time. You can see this week it represents a rejection. The market was rejected and came down. Came the second time, and now we have an appearance of what? Of a pin bar. So this one is not a pin bar. It's just a candle with a wick. We can't call this one as a pin bar because we can see the body and the wick. They're almost the size of. They have the same or similar what length. So we can't call that one a pin bar. Then when it comes to this candle, we can see that when the market got to this 61.8, the market was rejected, and now the price closed below this level. So you're going to take the trade from here. So when you're trading using a pin bar, we play our stop loss just above the wick, the upper wick, and then we can use a what? we can use what we call a sell stop. Yes, a sell stop. I have a video where I was talking about pending orders. We have market orders and pending orders. You go on my channel, I was teaching people the different types of what pending orders and the market orders that we have. We have another one which is called the sell stop. What a sell stop does is that you want to sell when the price has reached this part. So when the price moves up, why is it important to use a sell stop? Because the price has a tendency of going up and retesting this area. So if you use a sell stop, the drawdown is reduced. This is what I normally teach in my mentorship. So the drawdown is reduced. So that when the market has gained enough momentum to move down, so it will take you in. The spike will come and then it will take you in, and then you can start moving down with the market. So your stop loss will be here above this level. I think, let me just increase this one. So that's where you place your stop loss and you have the entry in this particular position. So I'm taking my time to explain this because these days I've been busy. So I know I've been dropping strategies. So you place your sell stop just below the lower wick, like here. The market comes down, it takes you in, you're in the trade, and then you start moving with them. Look at the amount of risk. So that's what I was saying, that even if your account is small, look at the amount of risk. People think that if you trade on high time frame, you lose money and what. That doesn't happen. Look, the risk is very small. The risk is very small. You see, you have entered here and look at the risk. So you're not going to blow your account. You can still trade. And the good part is this: the moment that the spike comes, you're automatically in profit. If you follow the pending order that I'm talking about. If you're in my VIP group, we always use pending order sell limits, because it gives you from that FOMO, fear of being left out. People normally see, the market is moving down. You don't want to trade using emotions. So when you're using pending orders, that's the good part. So you know that there's a pin bar. You place your sell stop here, and then when the market comes, you're automatically in profit. So even if you have a $5, you can use this strategy and you make a lot of money from this strategy. Okay, we can see the market then move down. So we can use a pin bar. So I was now explaining how you enter the trades. So we can use a candlestick called a pin bar once the market has reached our golden zone. So this is taking place where we have this 50 and 61 level, and you want the price to close below the 61, and then you get an entry there. Then I'm gonna share with you another one, which is also a reversal pattern. So we are now using candlesticks now as an entry signal that we're gonna be using. So when the market is reversing, I'm happy that immediately. So this one is called a pin bar. Let me just write it down. That's the first entry signals that we can use when you're using this Fibonacci. We call it a pin bar. But to be specific, this one is called a shooting star. Shooting star. So the shooting star is what we're explaining here. I want to take you again. So the market can give you a shooting star. It's not the only reversal point that we have, reversal signal that we have. We also have what we call an engulfing candle. This one is more powerful than this one, because we're now analyzing more candles. The more candles that you analyze, the more accurate it becomes. An engulfing candle is here. So with an engulfing candle, we have a bullish engulfing and a bearish engulfing. So still on pin bars, this one is called a shooting star. So if you're buying and you have this type of a candle, it's called a hammer. Oh, where do we have a hammer? This one is now the opposite, but this one is called a bullish pin bar or a hammer candle. So when you are buying, be it in boom, and you see this candle on this level, the golden zone, the 61.8 and the 50.0, and there's an appearance of a pin bar, you buy. So it's just the opposite. I'm not going to talk about the bullish scenario. We talked about the bearish scenario. So when you're buying, you're now using the Fibonacci. Let me just use it. Let me just look for an opportunity when the market was buying and what happened. Let's see here we're going to get something. You see? Wow, this is amazing. Guys, you can kill these markets, you can be very, very profitable. You see, we had the market moving up. I'm not saying this was an uptrend. I'm just assuming that at this particular point we had an uptrend. Although it was the overall direction was bearish, the market was moving down. But at this particular time, when the market was making a correctional wave, it made this correctional bullish correctional wave, which was in the form of high highs and high low. We have a series of what? High low, high high, high low, high high. So when you see that in ICT, we see that the market will be breaking structure, moving on the upside. But sorry, but at this particular position, you can see you mark. Okay, that's the most important part. You mark it from the low to the high, and you wanna know, when am I going to buy my crash? Yeah, people have small accounts. You're saying, my account is small, I can't trade on high times, man. So you can now buy. Even here, you have a $5. You buy, in crash, you will be immediately in profit. It's different from selling. So here, you mark from the low going to the high at this particular level, and then you wait for the market to retrace and come back to your. You'll be just waiting. Trading is all about waiting. There's a saying that in trading we have, not like the scenario that we have in deriv, where deriv takes your money, but in real forex trading, it is you trading against other brokers. For example, you can trade against what? Financial institutions, which can manipulate the market to move up and down. But when with us, we are trading synthetics. It's the broker. It's the broker. So you wait for the market to make a retracement here, and what you're waiting is for the price to come here. So when the price comes to that level, you want an entry signal. You want an entry signal, and I'm happy here we have something like that. Looked like a pin bar. Although it's not a pin bar, I'm not measuring the size, but it's more like that. We have price being rejected to reach this 61.8, which is an entry signal, and you're going to buy. Place your stop loss just below this level, and your entry signal, like what we said, it was gonna be here, and then here there was some spike, but eventually the market was able to move up. So we have talked about the bullish scenario, how you can use this retracement tool, and the strategy that we're explaining when the market is in an uptrend. So the next one that we're going to be talking about, okay, so we're talking about a pin bar. We have something that looked like a pin bar here, but I want to take your attention to the next entry signal, which we're now talking about, which is the bullish, which can be an engulfing candle, and our focus was on this particular level here. So we also have what we call an engulfing candle. An engulfing candle. We have a bullish and bearish engulfing candle. So in this scenario, we're talking about a bearish engulfing candle. So this one is a bearish, sorry, this one is a bearish engulfing candle. Okay, so what we have here, this type of candlesticks that is highlighted with this golden line, is what we call a bearish engulfing candles. We have a bullish. When the market is moving up, we call it a bullish. Then when the market is moving down, we call it a bearish engulfing candle. So with the bearish engulfing candle, the body, we are focusing on the body of a candle. Like what I explained, we have the wicks and we also have the body. So what you're looking for is this. You want the body of this current candle. We have candle 0 and candle 1. That's how candles are numbered. We have 0, 1, 2, 3. That's how candles. So this one is the current candle. So the current candle is candle 0. I do coding. Yeah. For those who are interested in buying robots, I also code robots, and I also make indicators, very powerful indicators, and some powerful robots. I remember there was a guy who's from UK. He bought a robot, and he only had $26. Then I advised him, don't use the robot on a small account, because the minimum was supposed to be 30. Then he took the first trade. It was in a loss. He was now left with 20 or 21. Yes, he lost about $4 something. It was 26. He was now left with 21. Then from there, that was the first trade. he was using it on Crash 1000. He made money. I'll show you. I have evidence of this thing. Where is this guy? He started to make money. Where is this guy? Where is this guy? Where is this guy? And that's unfortunate part because I didn't save his number. He bought one of our trend. So there is a robot. That one is not that popular. We call it the trend robot for boom and crash. It buys and sells in boom and crash, and it's a very powerful. I wanna show you a testimony of how powerful this is, and I made it, I think, some time back. But with me, okay, I wanna show you the charts. One things that have evidence, because if I show you the screenshots, you say, you gave this guy money so that he. Okay, okay, let's go up. He bought our train EA. Our EAs are $50. $50. Okay, I was telling him everything. Okay, he sent me $40. He begged me, please say, I really want this EA. Then he sent me $40. Then I said, you know what, I will give you, but you must give. Then I told him the minimum deposit is 30, but he used it on 26, like what I was explaining. This was the first trade. The robot made a loss on the first trade, and it was in crash. It was trying to buy, and this is in evidence. Then he said, good morning, say, the trade. Then I told him, give it time. Then he was worried. I said, the robot that you sold made a loss of $4. Then I said, you know what, I'm happy. You see, it went. Then it was now, I think he deposited 30, and now it was 26. Then the robot took another trade. He was constantly updating me. Then, boom, the robot was in money. You see, the account is growing. He was constantly updating me everything. You see, so this was a short. I know what if I'm telling you that I'm selling something, that thing actually works, because I know that definitely you will make money from that. You see, the robot took a trade here. You see, it is a trailing stop. You see, it bought here, moved in its favor, and it hit that stop loss. I think from the first trade, you made $10 from the first trade. You see, bought here, and it's on high time frame. He has a small account, a $30 account. He's using this EA. So you don't understand this analysis, Fibonacci retracement tool. You can buy our tools. We have spark detectors, we have robots. This trend EA will constantly make money. I think from one day he made a lot of money. Okay, so, and you are sharing this with the other traders in our group. Look, this is a robot buying like crazy. It hit this. So if you are saying, I'm gonna buy 5 candles, no, buy this robot, this trend EA. I'm now going upside down. But it's fine. I want to share with you what will be taking place. He was now thanking me and happy that, and I told him, you know what, go and share with the people in our group so that they know. And we're talking about a small. Imagine if he was using a lot size of 1, he was going to kill it. I was constantly praising and celebrating. I think his account grew. I think it was. He was now trying to say, I want to try it on VIX and F5. This strategy is very good. You see, it was growing. It was growing, and he was celebrating and was happy that, you see, look at how amazing this robot is. You see, it bought here. When the market changed direction, it's now moving down. It sold at this particular level, you see? And then the trailing stop, it's coming down. It hit this take profit again. So this guy was he was happy. Okay. So that's one thing I do. I taught myself how to code. We also have mentorship. If you wanna learn how to code, because I'll teach you what I've been using all these years. And those who have been following this channel, they can testify that the products that I now make have actually changed. The EAs, they are now more sophisticated that they can actually make a lot of money. So if you want this trend, you can get in touch with me. I think my links, my details are there in the description. But let's get back to business. We're now talking about the bearish engulfing candle. And this is the bearish engulfing candle. How do we know that this is a bearish engulfing candle? It is on a key zone, like not Q. It's a Q zone. It's a key zone, not Q zone. It's on a key level where the price is likely going to reverse, like what I talked about, this 50 and the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement 2, and there is an appearance of engulfing candle where the body of the current candle engulfs. To engulf is to cover or to embrace the previous candle. You can see here the body of this candle is covering this candle. That's an engulfing candle. So once you see that, that's an entry signal, and we trade it the same way. We always use pending orders. We place our pending order below this level, and we place our stop loss above this candle, this current candle, and you can see this was a winning trade. The market came down, but we are not using the Fibonacci there. So we want to look for an example then where this Fibonacci 2 was used and we had an engulfing candle. I'm just looking for an engulfing candle, but that might take time and we end up losing a lot of time. But on that key level, on that, okay, I'm happy that we have a retracement. Okay, here you drag it from the high to the low. Okay, the market moved from this, so this is your swing high and your swing low. You push it down, you wait for this retracement. So we want to sell. We know that the market is selling. We've identified our directional bias. We are looking for selling opportunities, and we are waiting for the correctional wave to finish. And then the market is now on that 61.8, and we have an engulfing candle. You see here the body of this candle engulfs this one, and then we use our pending orders just below this level. Our stop loss is there, is above this level, and from there the market took us in, and we're going to sell to this point. So we have talked about entry, and we gave two entries. One, the first one was a pin bar, how you trade using the Fibonacci and the pin bar, how you trade using the Fibonacci and the engulfing candle. So you see this one works. I'm giving you multiple examples of how the strategy works. Then the next one, okay, I'm done on that part. So the last part is strategy. One, we must have an entry, we must have an opportunity to place, how we place our stop loss, how we enter stop loss, and our TP. I think that's the last part, the TP. How do we target our profit, our target profit? So you'll be targeting the recent, where is it, the recent low or the recent high. That's what you are looking for. So like for example, okay, let's look for an example here. Okay, the recent low was this one, although price didn't reach this part, it retraced. Okay, this one was the low, this one was a low. See, this one was a low. The price moved up, came down, and then you're going to hit this. So from this signal that came down, okay, this one, we took our trade from here, and then it came down to this position. Then so your TP, you're targeting the recent swing high or swing low. That's basically what you'll be targeting, because in most cases price will tend to reach those positions, like what happened here when we had a pin bar. Price came to this low, and then it reversed, and then we had another retracement. So when the market gave us another retracement here, how did we enter this trade? How were we able to trade this? How was DC able to give this signal? And then how? That's what we want to look at. We have a lot of things on our chart. Let me just clear my charts. Okay. Tell us what you think, guys, about this live where I'm sharing. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing here. We have a lot of people who are there. Let's talk about zoom level. There's no zoom level, guys. I know you guys, you like scalping. There's always, can you apply the Fibonacci on 5 minutes time frame? They say this trading is fractal. Is it fractal? Which means that you can also use, okay, it becomes more accurate, because on 5 minutes, yes, I have a brother of mine who's always using that strategy. when you're trading. Okay, I'll share with you how you can do it on 5 minutes. You'll be using the 50 level. You can also use it on 5 minutes, but how do you enter your entries in boom and crash? These um, candles that we're talking about, our entry techniques now becomes difficult because if you're focusing on boom and crash, but it can work in VIX because these candlesticks will still be there and the engulfing. So we talked about two entry signals: the engulfing and the engulfing and the pin bar. Those two. That's what we talked about. So they will be difficult in boom and crash if you go to the 5 minutes. You can identify a powerful entry signal. Maybe if it's on 30 minutes, it's fine. But if you go to VIX, you can use it on 5 minutes. I will share with you how you can use it on a 5 minutes time frame when you're trading volatility. But in boom, you can't. Okay, I've answered that question. Okay, what do you think about this live, guys? What is taking place? Okay, let me. What else? Okay, I want to explain. I wanted to explain how I was able to take that trade. So I noticed that the market is now moving. We have a series of high. We have a series of low, 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 high, and low, low. So once you see that taking place, you know that the market is in a downtrend, and we had the what head and shoulder, and we also had the neckline. I think I said I'm not going to talk about that. Then here we came back to this position. We now see the market making a retracement, and when it came to this position, I saw these candles. So these weeks on the candles, this was a pin bar. I saw this pin bar. Then I said we are ready to go. We gave the signal, and then the market moved in our direction, and then it came back. The market will always do that. It always come to test. It made a retest a year, and then it dropped like crazy, and now it's still dropping. And I was showing you guys that before and after chart, and it was just amazing. The before and after chart. Where is it? 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 Yeah, yeah. This is the signal. I gave this signal in our VIP group, and then it came down and hit our recent swing high. Why was I able to take the trade? Because the market came to our Fibonacci golden zone, and then this was the Fibonacci golden zone. And then we had a signal which was a pin bar. Then we came down. The market came down, as you can see. So you see, the market is now, it has made an impulsive move. This one, it's an impulsive wave. Wait for the pullback. Use this strategy. Wait for the pullback. So the guiding line, one, you have to make sure you know your directional bias. Is the market moving up? Is it an uptrend, downtrend, is it bearish or bullish? Then the second thing, you wait for the market to give you a retracement, and the retracement must take place between the 61 and the 50 level. Then when the market comes to those zones, you wait again for the market to give you a signal, which can come in the form of a pin bar, or it can come in the form of a engulfing candle. It can be a bullish or engulfing. So with the bullish scenario, it will be moving up. The body of the candle will cover the previous candle. Then you take your position using the pending orders. I'm telling you, if you do that, you'll make money. I think I've explained and explained. I think I'm done. So let's go back to what most people like analyzing. Which one should we start with? Okay. Okay, I'm a newbie, but I've been struggling to grow. Okay, I've been struggling to grow a small account, but videos and the lives keeps me moving day and day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Okay, so let's go back to what most people normally like. What most people normally love. I saw something nice. I think there was someone who talked about Boom 1000. Okay, let's go to Boom 1000. Then we can choose a VIX asset that we can trade. What is happening? That has always been my passion, to share with the world what I know and what works. Okay, number lock is there. I saw something amazing taking place in Boom 1000. So we're gonna analyze Boom 1000 together, and I'm gonna do it on the daily. Okay, what do you think about this live, guys? We have so many people who are participating, and please like. We only have 2 likes, but we have 90. I don't know why people are stingy. You benefit from this content, but you fail to just hit the like button. You fail to subscribe. If you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe. If you have friends who are also trade, encourage them to subscribe, because you definitely benefit from this channel. And those who are participating in our live, I'm gonna give prizes. I know Felix has been very active. I know Adam. I know Abudal. What? Sorry, I'm sorry. Hey, Ab- Abdallah. Abdallah has also been Lebasil has also been very active. So I will select at least 2 people, and I'm gonna give them what they want, be it spike detectors, be it an EA, be it what. And today I'm very generous, since it's my son's birthday. I'm gonna give you the full package. The full package. Okay, let me just do it now. Felix is the first person I'm gonna give the signal. Felix has been active. If you're there, Felix, please, uh, please like my videos. If you're there, Felix, get in touch with me. This is my number. So I recently changed my phone number. What is my phone number? Manny, what is my phone number? 068 322. Yeah, when you get married, you become very dependent on your wife, everything, even your phone number. Okay, so this is my phone number, and then you can also get in touch with me on this number. Miss, what's your number? Yes, 1192993. Okay, so you can get in touch with me on this number, Felix, and also I think it was Felix. Felix only commented once. Why am I saying Felix? It's like favoring Felix. Felix only commented once. So Felix, unfortunately, I wanted to give you something, but it seems like you only commented once. So I'm gonna give Abdullah. Then also Felix was active here. So Abdullah Felix and maybe one person. Okay, Abdullah Felix. Okay, those 2. Okay, those are our winners for today. If you are there, you guys contact me now, so that I can send to you the things live here on this live. I'm gonna give this prize, and you know what? These spike detectors, I sell them for $100 because they work. They're $100. We have a full package for boom and crash, and these guys I'm gonna give them for free for just participating in this live. And we also have an EA. You tell me what you want. If you want the train EA for boom and crash, if you want a spike EA, if you want a scalping EA, if you want an EA to trade volatility, I'm gonna give you an EA worth $50. And I'm also gonna give you guys so you choose one. You want an EA or you want spike detectors. And the spike detectors for today is gonna be a full package. I'm not only giving you one, guys. I'm gonna give you the whole package for the boom and crash. And in our next live for the next week that we're gonna be having, I want you guys to come back and testify how those EA. I updated the manual so that you guys can also. Yes, Libasil, yes, you've been participating. Say I've been participating too. Yes, you're right. Thank you. I'm gonna give these guys, the 3 of them, Lebasili. How do you pronounce it? Is it Lebasili? Lebasili? Lebasili. Yep. Where are you from? Lebasili. Where are you watching us from? Please make sure you like. We have so many people watching this live, but you are failing to just like. That's how we benefit as YouTube content creators, because when you like our videos, it is promoted to a wider audience, and we get more views and get an opportunity to get more revenue from these videos that we produce. It's now 1 hour 18 minutes, and we haven't. Kenya. What do I know about Kenya? Kenya is okay. What I know about Kenya is the athletes. We have so talented people, athletes who run long distance marathon. When I think about Kenya, that's what comes in my mind. I've never been in Kenya, but when God has blessed me, I will travel all over the world with my family, because now I don't work for anyone. I work for myself, so it's easy for me to travel and go to Jamaica, go to Kenya, go to all these different countries. I also want to go to India. We have a lot of subscribers in India, and also Nigeria. I want to go to Nigeria one of these days. I'll have that opportunity to just take my laptop, my family, then we go. I'll be analyzing, doing what trading. That's the good beauty of trading. Then I also visit these areas. So you guys, the three of them, please contact me and get these things. So you choose spark detector or those three. Please contact me now so that I can give you these things. You see, I'm telling them contact me now, and they're not contacting me now. Please contact me now on Telegram or WhatsApp. I've shared my number. Please use that number to contact me, and you can claim your prizes. You choose what you want. So that's what we do. We give prizes. As time goes, we'll also be able to fund your account. I hope that God will continue to bless us and we can be able to do that. Okay. So you guys, what do we? Okay, I want to bring this to attention. Uh, this is very important because this thing drives me crazy. Drives me. Is it crazy? It's not. It's not crazy. I'm very furious with these guys. Okay, I'm not being trying to segregate people from Pakistan. I'm being very frank. We have people who are coming from Pakistan, the plus 92. They've joined. They joined. They've been doing this for quite a long time, and it has been quiet. And now they've started again. These guys, what they are doing is this: they get in our WhatsApp group. So with WhatsApp, there's no protection. If you join our WhatsApp group, it's difficult for me to protect you. So they get, you see, I removed all those numbers. It was unfortunate. It was the only way. You see, I removed everyone with the number from plus 2. Why? Because these guys, what they did is this. I don't know why they are fighting me and why they are trying to bring me down. Uh, the only thing that I'm doing this is so that you guys benefit. But when people are trying to tarnish my image, this is what these guys are doing. I don't know who exactly, but these people. So they contact people from these groups. You see, we have a group here. If you join this group, you have an access to check these. So when you join this group, you become a target, which is very bad. We have participants. That's where how they get your number, and then they contact you. Then they tell you to do you have. I don't do account management. I don't know how many times I've been saying this, and you still have people. This is how people lose money. If you still have people saying, do investment, do account management. If you want to lose your money, do that. I don't offer any account management. I'm too busy to do that. I'm just focusing on trading. My wife's account, my sister's account, yes, I do that. And also my own account. Those are the three accounts that I normally trade. My sister who's in Zimbabwe, if he wants to buy something, he gives me his account. I have $100, bro. Can you just trade for me? I can do that because of the relationship that we have. I don't offer any account management services. I don't offer any account management services. I don't offer any, like what Peter did when that when Jesus told him that, you know what, you deny me 3 times. I've said it 3 times to emphasize this point, guys. DC does not offer any account management services. It is these guys. They took my profile picture, they put it on their profile picture, then they contact you. But what they are not very smart is that this number, my numbers, those are my two official numbers. It's from Zimbabwe. I don't have a Pakistan number. Those plus 2 numbers. These guys are scamming people using my name. That's why I removed them in all my groups. I'm sorry to say this. I think I looked at the options that I had, and I saw that that was the only solution. But if you join, so that's what I do. I remove these numbers and I run another. And we also have another security feature that we have. We don't allow these people to join our groups. But what happened is this: there's a friend of mine. If you check on this group, he's not a friend, a brother. We have how many admin? Temba. So Temba didn't know about these things. So Temba was just accepting anyone who was given a request to join in our groups. You don't just join this group. You first of all send a request, and then we have the opportunity to what, to see if you're not a potential scammer, then you can then join. That's the what the security feature that we have in our WhatsApp group. So these guys joined by mistake. It was my brother Tembo who didn't know that we are not supposed to allow these guys to join our Telegram group. Then with your Telegram group, they don't have access. They don't have access because there's a setting that is there on Telegram, which I failed to find. That if you join our Telegram group, you can't see the participants. I'm the only one who can see that, so they can't do it on on Telegram. So these guys they went even further. If you check here, this is my official group, free boom and crash en trading strategy and signals. Okay, that's my group. Then if you check here, if you write DC, you'll be shocked to see how many DC fake DCs that we have. Oh yeah, I'm busy, man. You'll be shocked to see how many they have groups that they have created with my logo, the DC logo. I even tried to change. This was not the first logo. This was the first logo. They have a group, not group one, and those groups have grown. They are actually bigger than my groups. They have groups which they are using my profile picture, and they are claiming to be DC. So please don't be deceived. This is an alarm. This is an alert. Please don't lose your money to these people. Please don't. If you are one of my followers, I'm always saying this. You have to be independent. You have to learn. There's no way about. There are no two ways about this thing. Yes, you might join our mentorship. You might join our VIP groups, but at the end of the day, you must be an independent trader. So I don't do account management. I don't manage. If maybe one day I'm going to manage an account, it will be a very big account, probably for a corporate, not for individuals. So please, DC does not offer any account management services. Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's just continue. So you now know if someone contacts you, and I don't inbox anyone. If you want something, you are the one who's going to inbox me. If you join in our groups, I will never inbox you for any services. My job is just to post. And what I post, indicators, free EAs, signals. I think those 2 days, those guys were in my group. And every day, I post at least one signal in my free group. But I'm more active when it comes to signals in my VIP group, because those guys would have paid. So I normally send one signals. But in most cases, I'm sending free EAs, I'm sending indicators, I'm sending trading knowledge PDFs. So we have two groups. We have another group where we can chat, interact with others. Then we have another one that is closed. Okay, so this I had to really explain and talk about this. Please like our stream, share it with your friends. Let's continue. So I wanted to talk about Boom 1000. Okay, what are people saying here? Very insightful. Thank you. Been watching from the start. Wow. Lupa, where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from, Lupa? Is it Lupa? I don't know. He has been watching us from the start. Okay, thank you guys for your support. It gives me the energy to keep on going, because imagine if you're going live and no one is watching your content, you stop. I remember when I started my channel. If you check on my channel, it was amazing. So when I started, I had ideas. I wanted to make money online. Then I was searching on YouTube. Then I saw in people explain that you can make money using these musical videos. I wanted a lot of subscribers, millions. I thought it was easy. Oh, if there's something that is very difficult, growing a YouTube channel. Yo. I'm gonna share with you some of these craziest things that I used to do when I wanted to share when I wanted to grow my account. I remember this other day I started to do this musical channel where you'll be what do we call this one? Relaxation, and that's how I started. That's how my channel was. This channel, if you check the oldest videos, you see that there's relaxation. So it helped me. Okay, I don't want to talk about that. So I made videos, and those videos would get maybe 2 views, or even you'd spend a month without a view because I had no subscribers. Then I said, what can I do? Then I started to make accounts. I think I made four accounts. Then I started to watch my own videos. That's how crazy I was about growing that channel. Then nothing happened. I by that time I remember I was teaching at Supero, and I even encouraged my students to subscribe to my channel. I was teaching at a school. Then I encouraged my students, please subscribe and support me. They subscribed, but the channel didn't grow. And the kids were saying, I say that content, the videos, the musical videos that you project, they're making us sleep. It was very boring. So then I was trading by then, but I said, I know a lot, but I don't have a YouTube channel. Let me just convert it. Then when I convert it into a trading channel for booming, I think I started with boom. It was only boom, 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 boom. I wasn't talking about anything. Then I started to get a positive response. Then the channel grew. I think for the past 2 years, the channel, if you look at how rapidly this channel has grown, I think this year we had about 4, if not 5,000 subscribers. That's rapid, how rapid this channel is going. So the first 100 subscribers are difficult. Then I said, but I didn't give up. But what I gained there, if you check on my videos, I think you guys can testify the quality of the editing. I benefited from those. If you check with you guys, what happened? It's not easy. And I now understand why it's not easy to grow a YouTube channel, because people are stingy. They don't want to subscribe to your channel. I have a video which is close to 40 or 35,000 views, but my channel is only 6,000. And why? What are those thousands doing? Why is it they didn't subscribe to my channel? Please subscribe. If you are new, subscribe. It helps us to continue making these videos. So boom was moving down, and then we can see here. So I want to take it from this point with a break of structure. So I want to quickly do it and show you guys what is taking place in boom. Like, this is how I trade. I go to the daily, I go to the H4, and I first of all identify my directional bias, which comes from the market structure. That's what I'm doing now. And then we had a series of what? Low, high, and then price came down, created a new. So that means this was a continuation of the downtrend, because we have the market continuing going down. So here with the break of structure. Then at this particular position, what happened? So we're using the daily. Okay, we had a change of direction, change of character. The market was now, this was a downtrend. Let me just write it. I know it's boring. We have a low high. Sorry. But this was the correct low high. Then we have a low. That's where we want to focus on. Okay. I predicted this down movement. If you check, there was a day when I was analyzing this movement that took place here. I think I predicted here from those short videos that I normally make, where I will not be talking, there will be music, but I will be analyzing. And those who, if you just watch those videos, you will be able to understand what will be taking place. Then we had a change of character here. From there, we created a what? A high. That's how you do your directional bias. And then the market came down to create a high low. Okay. So currently in boom 1000, there is one thing that I want you to see. Why is it boom 1000 was buying like crazy? I think we made a lot of money from that movement. Cool. So currently this is the structure we have. We are in this zone. So you mark here. This tells you something. We have a series of high and high low. This is an uptrend. So boom is in an uptrend. That's the first thing that we need to establish. Boom is in an uptrend. But in an uptrend, if you buy boom now, you see yourself losing money. Why? Because price is making a small pullback. Price is making a small pullback. What am I anticipating in future? what is boom going to do in the long run. That's what we are doing now. Okay, let me reduce this. So price, since price is in an uptrend, what we're anticipating, so that's what you should do every day. We should anticipate price to break this level. And when price breaks this level, we have the possible key reversal points which we have here. Price can reverse at these following points. Horizontal line. Probably here where we have a recent high. Price is going to reverse there. This one is significant. So this one is a flip zone. You see, there was a time when boom was respecting here. I think it was in July. Yes, it was respecting this position. When was this? What was the year? Okay, you see, price came down, went up, came here. It was reacting to this line. So this is the price that we're gonna talk about. Since we only do this maybe twice a week, I must be more futuristic. I must be more give you an analysis that will last for a very long time. So we have this line, and also, okay, this one is the more. So this is what I'm thinking. Although price is making a retracement in the lower time frame, but overall price, it might drop. Okay, we can now use the Fibonacci, guys. Since price is making a retracement and we know what we're looking for, wow, this actually, it's like we're now fusing what we're learning about and what we're going to be using now. And I'm going to tell you where price is going to what retrace and come back to. So here it's going to be a short retracement. It's not going to be something big here, but let's just check here. Where we should be looking for buying opportunities, although price might be dropping and coming back. Okay, let's see here. There's a retracement. What are the chances that price might retrace and come back to this zone? And why would price come to this zone? There must be a motive. And why is price dropping now? We can see here we have a balanced price direction, and then everything is fine here. But here, if you see what was taking place here, is this. Trying to zoom in. Price moved in a rapid fashion here. We have a series of what? We have an imbalance. We only have what? Green candles here. So price is supposed to fill up. There must be a fair value gap that price is trying to fill up here. Okay, let me do this. We have a fair value gap here, and we also have this order block here. Okay, let me drop down to 4 hours. I want to look for a good entry, but price is going to buy. But where is it? Where is price going to buy? And why is price going to buy? Okay, here it's a little bit clean. I think we can use our Fibonacci here. Oh, that's not a Fibonacci. From this low, this is our low, and the high here. This one has colors. I don't like these colors. Is there a way to edit it? I don't like this level. Let me turn it white. Is it possible? Let me remove this one. If I click, I think it will be removed. This one, this one, this one, this one, that one. I don't want this one. Even this one. I don't want it to show. Even this one. We only want 0 and 100. Is 100 there? This one is slightly different from 101. Okay, let me see how it will look like. Something like this, and I want this one to be gold and this one to be white. Okay. Between green, I want it to be gold. This one, it's gold, and this one between 50, it's green. I want it to be white. And the gray one, which one is the gray one? It's the 0. I want it to be white. Wow. It's the 0. Okay. Let me just customize my Fibonacci. Gray is where it's on 1, so I'll make it white like this. And this one is gold. Is it gold? Is it yellow? This one is gold. Yeah, this is gold. Sharp. So using the strategy where we have the 50 and the 50 is no longer there. We want price to come to this. Oh, price is already on that zone. Wow. So you guys you have a privilege of getting a good. So I didn't waste your time explaining what I was talking about because we're now going to use it now. But let me just see if this is going to work according to what we want. Why is it the 50 is not showing? I want the 50 also to be gold, to go up. Yeah. So it's fine. So this is what we are looking for. This one you can't see it now, but I can see it. Okay, it's fine. But basically, that's what we want. That's our strategy. So this is the 4 hours. Let me go to the 1 hour. Maybe I can get a good entry. And we want more confluence because now I'm happy that price is on this level and price is likely going to reverse. So you stretch it here. So when we talked about that movement, we know that boom is buying. That was, and from our directional bias, that's what we saw. Price is moving up, it is buying, and then what we want to trade is the retracement. When price is now, when price is now, I'm just going to ask mom. When price is now retracing, this is the correctional wave. So we want to catch this correctional wave, and here we can see we now have some signs that price is going to what, to retrace. So you wait. It's a waiting game. So we're gonna be waiting for two things. One, the pin bar, and we can already see that this candle, although we can't call this one a pin bar, this candle, uh, because I can see the body is not that big. Although, okay, we can see this one is a pin bar. It must be 3 times. This one, I think, although it's bigger, it's bigger. Okay, wait. We can't call this one pin bar. Why am I hesitating to say that there is a pin bar? I'm hesitating because of the fact that the body, if you look at the body and the wick, they're almost the same size. So what we want is that we need more confirmation. We need more confirmation. It's a waiting game. So I'm happy that what we're learning is what we're going to be implementing right now, and we can take advantage of this trade. The impulsive wave was here. The correctional is this one. So this is what we call an impulsive wave. So this is the impulsive move. Some people call it the impulsive wave, according to Elliott theory, Elliott waves. So this one was the impulsive wave. Let me just write it in. So, oh, come on. Oh, come on. What am I doing here? Red. So this was the impulsive wave, and we now have the correctional, which is this one. So this is the correctional wave when price is making a pullback. And we can see already price is already moving up. This is good. So we have our correctional wave, or we call it a what? A pullback. This is a pullback. So if you're watching live, you're going to benefit here because we have a signal. And my people are now saying, DC we paid and they are not sharing. I'm also helping you guys. Okay, price is likely going to move up. Okay, let me go to the 4 hour and see 2 hours. Let me see something. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing on the 4 hour. Let me go to the 1 hour. But I think on the 1 hour it's very clear that price is going to move up. It's very clear. 4 hours. I want an entry trigger, something that will tell me that the price is really going to move up. Okay, so what I'm seeing on the 4 hour, I think this is beautiful. Apart from there, we also have this order block. You see, people they fight over which one is the best strategy. Is it ICT? Is it price action? Is it indicators? If you have something that you use and it works, I've been testing this multiple times. I think I'll write a book, of what I've discovered, because I went through this whole system. I started with indicators, I went to price action, I'm now using ICT. I've went through these things, they all point out to the specific entry thing. Like what I'm using now is price action, but I can see here there's also an order block here. So we are anticipating that price here, if it closes like this 4-hour candle, it closes, gives you a what, a pin bar. Celebrate, because you know that you're going to be taking your trade, and your stop loss is going to be below 1. The week, it's good that the week is below this 0.6, the 61.8, or here they call it the 0.6, which is the same. If you multiply it and it becomes a percentage, it will be, you multiply it by 100, it will be 61.8. That's correct. You multiply it by 100, 0.618, you multiply it by 100, it's going to be 0, it's going to be 61.8, because you move 2 decimal places to your right. So here I'm saying that in this particular position, your stop loss must be below the 61.8. Wait, don't buy now. Wait for a what? For a confirmation. Confirmation is gonna come in 2 forms. It can be you switch, you play around these time frames, be it 1 hour, be it daily, 4 hours. But I see where you can get a very good entry is on the 4 hour, because we can see there is a formation of a pin bar. This one is a bullish pin bar, which we also call a hammer. So this hammer will signify that the price has been rejected down, and there's a likely, like what I was explaining. You know, I didn't take my time to explain things that do not have value. It signifies that the price has been rejected and it's likely going to move up, but we are going to wait. This 4-hour candle has not closed. It's still in the formation. That's a mistake that you can also make when you're trading using patterns and also candlesticks. Wait for the candlestick to form, wait for the pattern to form. Then when there's a complete pattern or a complete candle, that's when you enter. So we need to wait. Prices made a retracement on our golden zone. I'm happy. What do you think, guys? Those who've been watching us from now can now testify that what I was sharing with you guys actually works. You see, it's working in Boom 1000, and we have an entry. I'm telling you. So what I'm gonna do is this: I'll make a short video, maybe for 10 minutes, explaining the same things. And I know that one, a lot of people, great work, brother, would also like to kind of ask if you, for your spike detector, you didn't join at the correct time. The spike detectors, yes, I give it for free sometimes, but it's a product that I say it's for selling. I sell that product for $100 US, but if you only want one spike detector, it's $25 US. For example, if you only want for Boom 1000, you have specific indices that you trade. Maybe you are interested in what Crash 300 because it's more volatile, there are more spikes, or maybe you only want Boom 1000 because of the big spikes. If you catch a spike in Boom 1000, you smile, your account transforms. You can easily double it because the spikes that come in Boom 1000, they are very big. Or maybe you want Crash 1000. Crash 1000, that's my wife's favorite indices because the spikes are big, it gives you more money, but it doesn't take a lot. Unlike in Boom 1000, where you can, if you're waiting for a spike, it takes a lot of money. Like Crash 300, these days, if you catch a spike, like there was a move that I caught, it was crazy. Catch 1, 2, 3 spike, your account is doubled with $20. I caught a spike that gave me something like $36. I think I posted it on this channel. So it's really crazy. But if you miss it, because I think after 1 candle it takes $1. If you miss it for 10 candles, it will be $10. Crash 300. Okay, so you see how this thing is powerful. I think that's the only asset that we're gonna analyze because I spent time sharing a strategy, how best you can use it, and what. So here we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. That, guys, I'm telling you, this thing works. This thing works. This thing works. And the price is always making that movement. The price is always making that movement. Let's see here. You see, again, I know that you can't see my high here, but I can see using this line. Price retraced and come back to our golden zone. Guys, this strategy is golden. That's what I use. I use this strategy, and you saw from that signal for Crash 300, I also use that strategy. You see, price retraced and came back here and shoot up like this. And this is on a 4-hour chart. You're going to kill the market. You're going to kill the market. So as long as the market is trending, you're good to go. Okay, so in Boom, we are just going to wait because price hasn't reached that level. I showed, I think I was showing you guys What was taking place? Is Anasha there? Ah, the boy is sleeping. I wanted him to come since it's a special day. Yeah, he knows that it is on live. Okay, so I think we only wait there. We go and experiment, use that, and see what you think. I'm telling you guys, you'll make a lot of money. And in our next live, please make sure you'll be there because I'll be dropping strategies. Today I was just up. I think yesterday I came late because we were preparing for the birthday. Then I came late. Then when I came, I slept early. I think around 8 7. I slept. I couldn't even send signals there. Then around 12 I was just up. Then I around 12 I didn't know anything to do. I didn't want to watch movies. I didn't want to do anything. Then I was just going through. Then I came up with these crazy strategies. I think they're about, you see, this one is still dropping like crazy. Guys, I'm telling you, this strategy is one of the best strategies that you can use. You make a lot of money. So when I was up around 12 a.m., I was just up. I couldn't sleep. I don't know. I came up with these two strategies, which I'm going to share with you. This is the first one, and I was just laughing because this strategy works. So you can use it for scalping. You can use it um, for catching spikes. It works in both markets. This is the amazing scalping strategy. Anashiza, you must come here. So here, this is a perfect example. This line reaches the 90 level, and also you have this value up. Is it a value up or is it called something else? We'll be using an accelerator, what? Value up and value down. It reaches there, you can take the trade when there is a red signal. And you take it until the market gives you a green signal, you exit. It's an amazing. I'm gonna share with you recently. Okay, Anashe, come here. So my son is Anashe, but we also have a sister who is very naughty. The sister is Ane. So what happens to that boy? I'm done with the trading, what, but I wanna share something that can motivate you. Something that God did for me, and I'm using this platform to share with you that God still heals. So when he was born, the pregnancy had a lot of complications. I've never experienced that. My wife was always sick. He was always constantly going to the hospital. He couldn't do anything, especially when he was about to, uh, when it had matured at around 6 7 8 months. Couldn't do anything. He was just at home and he was very sick most of the time. And then he had to be operated because he got very sick. And when he went to the hospital, he was very sick. And then, please, can you bring Anashi? And then, when he finally gave birth, um, I went to the hospital. I was very happy. He wanted a boy. I think my first my first child was a girl, a daughter. Then this one, we wanted a son. Initially, when the first born was born, okay, we wanted a boy. We bought boy stuff. We didn't want to check the gender. We had faith. We didn't want to check the gender. Then we went, and then when we discovered that it was a girl, I think and then there was COVID, and we couldn't buy girls' clothes for the first 3 months. My daughter was wearing boy stuff because we had a bag full of boy stuff, boys' clothes. So when this boy came, we're very happy that the Lord has blessed that with a son. But the boy faced complications. One, he had a problem with the eye. If you check one of the eyes, even now he's still going to the doctors each and every time so that they can check. I think they said the tissues were not. It's called what? I'm forgetting. It's what? Manasha, what's that condition for the eye? Peter's anomaly. Yeah? Is it Peter's anomaly? Yeah. So the tissues couldn't what? So he has a white stuff here. So we were afraid when he was born that he couldn't see because I normally see this with blind people. They have that white stuff. So the black, we call it an iris. I don't know. The black thing here, it is covered. There's a page that is covered with white. So that was the first thing that I noticed. He was very healthy, a very big boy. But my wife, he spent about 3 days in the hospital, but he wasn't allowed because he couldn't walk in different floors to see where the baby. The baby was immediately admitted because there were a lot of complications. The first one was the eye. he has a condition called the Peters anomaly. Then he said, it's fine. But we were afraid during the first 3 months. We couldn't know if he could see or what. So then that was the first thing. Then the next thing, then they said he has jaundice. Then we said that one is normal. Then we anticipated maybe probably after a week or 2 weeks, the child will be released after. So he was in an incubator. Why? The moment that he was born, he couldn't breathe. Maybe we thought that the boy was tired and couldn't breathe because of how strenuous the process of giving birth was. And then the reason why he was operated and what. The baby was under stress. So we thought that due to the fact that the baby was under stress during birth and what, he couldn't breathe properly or he was tired. Then he was in an incubator, the jaundice, and then he had a heart problem. Then there was an issue with the genes. Even now, he's still going to what do they call them? He had a lot of complications. He couldn't breathe, and he couldn't see. There were a lot of complications that were keeping him. He couldn't feed. He couldn't feed on himself for the past the 2 months that he was born. He couldn't feed on himself. They couldn't do anything. He was always in drip. So the jaundice for the first 2 weeks, he was there. He was being treated of jaundice. The jaundice was over. Then in the ward where he was in Bosberg Hospital. Then there was a bacteria attack, and he was one of the unfortunate children that were attacked by the bacteria that was there. So he had an infection again because of the length. We were really stressed. Then he was put in isolation. So you see these complications. So honestly speaking, when you go there, sometimes they will say we are not giving him food, we're just putting him on drip. And because of the time of period that he spent in the hospital, I remember they couldn't find veins. We would see the feet, under the feet there were a lot of injections where the nurses would be trying to put the drip and what. And it got to a point that they couldn't find the nerves to use that drip. And the drip was the thing that was keeping him alive. So for the past 2 months, this is what he was going through. And we started praying. And I remember I was still teaching by that time. I was at Supero teaching, and there were kids who were little children. Guys, don't underestimate the power of prayer. Even from a young, there were little guys, I think grade 4, grade 5, young kids. We said, yesterday I was praying for your son. People were praying, and we remember we had a pastor. Pastor what? Yes, Pastor Tarua used to come to our place. And Mama, what? Mama who? Manjanji. They used to come to us and we would pray. Guys, we prayed. I've never prayed the way we prayed. We prayed and we prayed. And there were a lot of things. Imagine for the first 2 months, we're not talking about days, we're talking about 2 months. My son couldn't breathe. He couldn't feed. A lot of complications. There were problems with the genes. There are a lot of things that were discovered upon him. He had a heart problem. He had a lot of complications. They had to operate him at a very young age, and we were just praying that he mustn't be operated because he was too young. He couldn't withstand the operation. But we prayed. And we prayed. That pastor and that prophetess, there was a woman, Mama Janjike, came, and also Pastor Taruza, who used to pay. Is it Pastor Taruza or what? Tawianaru. I like Pastor Taruza. He's the man who prophesied that I was going to come to South Africa, and one day I'm going to be rich. I'm telling you, I'm going to be rich. I know this. Because what that man prophesied came to pass. His Pastor Taruza is from Zimbabwe. He's under Prophet Makandiwa's ministry. He prophesied. I told him, by that day I was very broke. Very educated. For your own information, I don't say this. I'm not saying this to brag. But I'm trying to motivate you. I did a BS honors in economics. That's why I understand this thing better. Very educated, but I couldn't find a job in Zimbabwe. I spent 3 years after completing my honors degree. We're talking about not just a general degree. When you have my bros, you're not coming here. So this is Anashe, the miracle baby. who has recently turned 1. Today is his birthday. So I was sharing. So that pastor prophesied and said, "You're going to be rich. You're going to go to South Africa, and you're going to get a good job. Whatever. I'm not going to share everything." But I asked, "No, no, 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 no. When you're not going to come to my life with your eyebrows. Go and wipe your face." So this is my daughter, the naughty one. I like this one. I like my children. So these are my two beautiful children. So go. So he prophesied. I asked. He said, "Whatever that you want, you're going to receive." I said, "I want a wife. This is my wife. She hasn't bathed. She's too busy. Come, come." I prayed for a wife. I was too broke, guys, that I couldn't afford to go to a service in town. Getting a $2 to go, I was that broke. Getting a dollar, $2. I'm telling you. And that pastor prayed for me. And you say, "You're going to come with a testimony. You're going to marry. You're going to get a job. You're going to get children." I now have children and I now have a wife. That's where I come from. I am a very, very strong believer. So we're talking about this guy. Yeah? This is the man. Yes, we're talking about this man. Alashe. Say hello, people. So this boy, honestly, there was a time that I didn't want to go to the hospital. Why? Because I didn't want to. Every time you was getting worse and worse. A lot of things were being discovered, and we never thought that this guy was going to live. Even the time that he was released from the hospital, we knew with my wife that this boy was facing. You couldn't breathe properly. It was like you are struggling. But when we prayed, God gave us a miracle. This boy is now alive, and today he turned 1. I'm telling you, if you think God doesn't heal, this is a testimony. This man was supposed to be gone. He was supposed to die. He was supposed to spend his entire life in a hospital. For those 2 months, it was like 2 or 20 years. Imagine being blessed with a son and you don't have the opportunity to see him and spend time or even bond with him. I think those first few months are the most important part. But God remembered us and he answered our prayers, and the boy was released. And I think when he was released, we took him back to Zimbabwe. Just imagine 2 weeks when he was released, and we knew that he couldn't breathe nicely. And then we took him to Zimbabwe to see our grandfather, to see his grandfather, our parents, and then that was it. So now the only problem that has been left is only the eye, but now he's very healthy. And recently when they did the genetics test, so when he was released from the hospital, the other thing was that he wasn't growing. If I'm telling that this boy is 1 year old, you won't believe me, because he's tiny. His kgs is around 6 or 7 kgs, 6 to 7 kgs, which is the weight of a 6 months boy. So we were worried again. Although I would come here on live, I was worried. Why is it my son is not growing? So when they did the genetics test, I'm very grateful. If there is something that helped this boy to survive, although the process was very expensive, it was the fact that we were in Zimbabwe. I'm telling you, with how the health services have deteriorated, I'm telling you, he was not going to survive. But they discovered that his system, his chromosome, they call them the chromosomes, he doesn't have enzymes to digest lactose, which is the mother's milk. So he is non-lactose tolerant. So that's what they discovered. So recently, I think we started last month, we've been giving him lactose-free iso milk, and there's been a very positive response. You can see he's responding and and he's growing. So we thank the Lord, and we also want to thank the South African health service, because although it was very, very expensive, I'm telling you, very, very expensive, but we thank God that this boy is here. So today is his birthday. He has turned 14 October. Are you happy? Are you happy, boy? Are you happy? Smile for people. Smile. Smile. Smile, boy. Smile. Smile, money. Smile, money. Is our joy. Is always happy. He keeps us busy. So this is Anasha. This is my boy, guys. So we are happy that God healed him and is still healing him. So if you think God doesn't answer prayers, think twice. He escaped death multiple times. I remember we went to the hospital, and when we went to the hospital, he was in an incubator. So we're going to Charlotte Hospital in Joburg, and he was moving from Bosbeek. And then when we reached, what I'm saying, these things have evidence. When we went there, he was in an incubator, and the oxygen tank ran out of oxygen. We don't know when. And we're the last, I don't know why, I don't know what happened. But I don't think the nurse did it intentionally. That's what I feel. But although there was an element of negligence, the tank ran out of oxygen and the baby was in an incubator for I don't know for how many hours, but he survived. So when the eye specialist was now looking at him, he then discovered that the baby was no longer responding. So I think they had to rush him to the IC and resuscitate him because he had stopped breathing. Stopped breathing. So he died and he rose again. We now talk about this, but it was something that we really, because the baby was just there in the incubator, couldn't see what was taking place, and then the nurse didn't check that the oxygen tank had run out of oxygen. He survived that. Menash, what happened to my phone? You see what the devil does? This is the work of the devil. It's blank. Yeah, can you switch it on? He doesn't want you to share. You see, he doesn't want you to share these things. So he's now taking off the camera. He doesn't want you. He doesn't. Is it now working? It's falling. It's falling. Did you put the password?
No, it's still switching on.
Switching off. It's switched off.
Yes.
You see, although, let me put the camera, this one, the webcam. I like using this one. Where's my webcam? Is it working now? It's switching off.
Still switching on.
I want to share with you, I think, two things, then we are done. Video capture device. Then, is this one working? I've never used this one. Oh, it's working. Okay, although the devil took us that camera that was nice, let's use this one. I think for now, let's just put it like this. Okay, let me do this. I want you guys to see this mighty man of God. Okay, this great man. So, that was that. Anashi, stop touching this thing. Look, Anashi. So, let me go here.
I'm here, Daddy.
Yes, I can see you. But we're talking about Anashi. We'll talk about you. Okay, so then he survived. He was resuscitated. He was still in hospital. Then he survived. Then the next time, when the day that he was released from the hospital, there was the Bosberg gas explosion. And the ward in which he was, there were nurses. Imagine if nurses were dying, they died. The roof collapsed. You know that those who are in South Africa, they know about that. People died. Imagine people who were about 100 kilometers away from that explosion that took place. People who were in their houses were burned. And that gas explosion took place very close, about maybe 50 meters away from the hospital. And people who were 100 kilometers away died. Imagine, he was in that ward where the roof collapsed, and there were a lot of people died. Imagine, nurses were dying, people in the hospitals died, and people who were in their houses, I'm talking about distance away from where the explosion took place, died. So that week, and we were in Zimbabwe. I think he was released on the 23rd, and then we went to Zimbabwe on the 25th. Huh? So a few days after he was released, that's when that explosion took. So he was able, if he had stayed there a long while, he wasn't going to survive that explosion. That was the second part. Then we remember when we were going to Zimbabwe again, we also had an accident. When we were with him, we were going to Zimbabwe. The daughter was still in Zimbabwe. Then when we were going to Zimbabwe, we had an accident. Imagine the prop shaft fell. It was broken. You know that thing that connects the engine to the wheels? It's a prop shaft. Huh? It broke. And when that takes place, and the bus, when you are traveling at night, the buses will be moving very fast. It will be traveling. Then nothing happened. The thing just fell, and the bus. You know what happens when there's a moving car and the prop shaft is broken. were supposed to die. So this man has been surviving and escaping death because he's very special. I'm telling you now, this man is very special. This one. And I look at the people. But you can't see them. Look, there's Anash here. Oh boy, look. What is this? let me remove this.
Hey, look at it.
Yes, on Anash. Look. There's
Anne,
Anash.
this Anne.
So this man is 1 year old. Anash, say hello, people. Anash, look.
Hello,
Look.
people.
Anash, look.
Hello,
There's Anash.
people.
There's Anash.
Anash.
You don't want. You don't want to look like the people. Say hello. Hello. Smile. 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 So guys, I want to share with you, why am I sharing with you this testimony? It's something that happened to us, and today is his birthday, and we just want to thank God for his life. He's going through a lot. So it's only recent that we discovered that he's lactose intolerant. So he has gone through a lot, but God is keeping him. So today is his birthday. It says, my birthday, I've turned 1. Regardless of what Satan wanted to do upon my life, I'm a survivor. God is keeping. So I'm telling you, this is a testimony. I'm telling you, this man is a testimony. And he has gone through a lot and he's survived. You see this scar that he has on his head? This was the last option. You know, when they couldn't find veins because he was young, and they've tried the hands, they've tried the legs and everything. They couldn't find veins for him to survive. The drip, the drip required, even medication, they use the drip. So for them to give him the medicine, they wanted that, and they couldn't find it because of what? They couldn't find veins. So they had to opt to use the drip here. You see the thing that he has here? It's a drip here, which helped him to survive. So this, when he grows up, you'll know that he went through difficulties, but at the end, God helped him to prevail. So I'm telling you guys, don't despair. Whatever that you're going through, put God first, and I'm telling you, you will prevail. God is always with us, and he will never forget. He will never leave you or forsake you. So that's why I'm sharing this step. So keep on praying. It was only prayer that saved this boy. So I'm saying, keep on praying. God still hears and answers prayers. He can still transform your situation, be it financially, and you might be going through finance. If you don't put God first, no matter how much you know in trading, no matter how much you might try to make money, I'm telling you, you still end up losing. Whatever disease that you're suffering from, I'm telling you, pray, have faith. God still loves you, and you will heal, and you will do it for you. I'm telling you guys. So Anash, say bye bye. So today is his birthday. Just say bye bye, people.
Bye bye, people.
Are you Anash? Yeah, Anne.
Bye bye, people.
Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live.
Bye bye, people.
And don't give up. Keep on praying. I'm telling you, you'll definitely get there. Let's see what people are saying. Those guys, please contact me. I'm telling you, boom, is gonna move like this. So this is my inheritance. So with my daughter, I've started teaching him this. I'm telling you, these are secrets. You're not talking. So I've started with my daughter. I've already started with her. What's happening? Okay, let's put the phone here. Okay, I've already started with her. At a very tender age, I'm teaching her that. What is this? Let me just delete it. Delete the capture device. No. This one is not small. I want to take you through something. So I've started with my daughter. I want to teach her when she reaches 5. I'm telling you, she will know all these things. So it's one thing that we don't do as black people. We don't leave such inheritance. I'll teach her when she will no longer. Although I know she's very, very. My daughter is very smart, very, very smart, very sharp. I know when she grows up, she will not need to work for anyone. That's the beauty of learning how to trade and having such information. I'll teach her. I will be teaching her every day. Until it's something that flows through her blood to know all these secrets. Because I don't want her to go through the same experience. I went to school, did my best, but unfortunately, we went through a very difficult patch in our life, where when you're educated, you're looking for a job and there was no job. So trading, you can escape that chain of poverty where you think that you get educated. When you get educated, you can look for a good job. When you get a good job, you can have a good life. Left my job, I think in February. We are almost approaching the end of the one. How have I been surviving? It was through trading, trading. DC. This is what I do on a full time. I am a forex trader and I love it. It's good to do something that you love and to have time that you spend with your kids. So, what am I encouraging you guys? Bye bye, boy. Say bye bye. So you have my number, you guys. You can send messages, just wishing him, praying. You need to continue praying for this man, for this great man. You need to continue praying for him so that he completely recovers. But I'm happy that the doctors were able to discover and are coming up with the solutions. And God is also intervening. So God also works with doctors. People think that if you have faith, there's nothing for you to doctors. God also works with those people. God, okay. When it comes to God, I don't like preaching, but I see myself preaching. When it comes to God, God works with people. God is not going to come there and.
Anna, can you bring the baby's bottle?
God is not going to come there and what? And say, I'm gonna heal you. What? God will send people. The first thing that God does, if He's going to bless you, He's going to bless you through someone. If He's going to remember you, He will remember you through someone. So God sent those people, those children that I was working with, and those pastors and the prophetess were also helping. And I remember I shared it with many people. A lot of people were praying for us. Those were the people who were giving us strength. Those are the people that helped us. I'm telling you, it was a little bit mentally draining, the process, because my wife, after being operated, she has to go every day. Imagine when you have a C-section, you've been operated and you're moving up and down each and every day. She needed to rest and recover, but there was no. She would go there, spend the whole day there, and I was also working. You know, when you're working, you're working. Although the school did very well, it gave me 1 week, but it wasn't enough. My son was there for 2 months, and my wife couldn't do anything. It wasn't enough. The school, yes, did very well. Yeah, I miss my kids, but I now have new kids. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, trading is the only way to go. I wanna read what people are saying. Long lived. People are saying long lived. Hey, Anashe. People are saying long lived. Huh? They're saying happy birthday. Okay, you'll be fine. Very touching stuff. I'm telling you these things so that you guys you know that God still can. You as our only hope. We're hoping that God could remove him, because I was really touched by the fact that he got infected because of prolonged periods that he spent in the hospital. If he wasn't in the hospital, he wasn't going to get. I think it was for a month. He was in isolation for a month. I'm telling you. Okay, the boy is fine. You will continue to live. Yes, amen, amen. Thank you, guys. We'll continue to need your prayers. I give you strategies. You give me prayers. You pray for me. So that's DC, guys. I know what you guys are going through, and I'm telling you, I went through that same page. If you're going to a job, if you have a job and you're going to work, this is the perfect time to start learning how to trade. I gave myself time. How do I know these things? There was a time I remember I would come to work and I would be on YouTube. I spent about 2 years. I had people that I would follow, that I know that they were very good here on YouTube. I'm telling you, YouTube is life transforming. Most of the things that I know, although I had to read books and PDFs and what, but most of the things that I know, I was learning them from YouTube. And there were some very good people who I was also following. So DC, although you follow DC also follows other people. I'm under the tutelage of many other people that I also follow. Each and every, even trading is perpetual learning. You don't stop learning. You constantly learn. And if you want to be better, this is what makes me better. I know I've grown, and I know I'm sharing with you. I showed you men about 6, 7. How do you become accurate, knowing accurately that the price is gonna move like this? It's because of years that I took learning. I gave myself time to learn. When I started learning forex, I lost money. Then I said, let me stop, let me learn. I think for about 2 years, I was just learning, non-stop. I think I would come from work. Sure, I would come from work, and when I'm at home, what I'll be doing, I'll be learning about forex, be it PDFs, be it what. I'll be just learning about forex. I will spend about 2 years not watching movies. I like movies. I like movies. Recent movie, Netflix, what. I'll be on that. That's what I do on my spare time. And I like chess, and I have my chess videos, guys. The channel is very small. I have a chess channel, DC chess channel. You can also subscribe to the channel. I enjoy playing chess and watching movies. I think those are my hobbies. I also enjoy playing soccer, but these days I'm not being that active. So those are my two things. But what I wanted to share with you guys is that the fact that when I would come to from work, and when I'll be doing whilst I was working. So you're working, that's the perfect time for you to learn, and eventually you have to leave your job and start doing this full time. So that's what I would do. I would go when I come from work. I'll be going through videos, and I'll sleep late, 11 o'clock, and I'll practice, and I would see the results of doing that. That's what transformed my life. I would read, search for. I was very even now. I'm very hungry for information. That's why I was. It didn't took me a very long to understand about ICT, price action, and all those things.
Time up.
Time up. My wife is saying time up, and today is my son's birthday, guys. Bye bye. Felix, get in touch with me so that you claim your prizes. Bye bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live, and I hope you were able to learn something. And may God continue to bless you. Bye bye, guys. You saw what the devil did. The devil was trying to